Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nightmare Toys podcast. I am Brian, and with me is...
Hello, Christy.
And we are on episode 109, and this week we are talking about the 2022 film, Here for Blood.
But it just was not released.
But it just came out, so...
Yeah.
But it was on the circuits, so maybe it took them a while for someone to pick them up?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not sure.
Oh.
But, yeah, I mean, I hadn't heard about it until recently, really. Well, because Screambox sent me the promotional...
Yeah, the promotional box.
The promotional box for it, which is why I'm wearing this particular shirt. It doesn't look like a horror t-shirt, but it's the shirt that the main character is wearing. Tom. His name's Tom. In the movie, he's wearing this shirt the entire time. And this little squishy head came with it, too. So that's supposed to be Tom. It says Here for Blood on the back. It's a little squishy thing. But yeah, it was a promotional thing from Screambox, so it's on Screambox. But I hadn't heard about it until then.
Yeah,
How about you?
Yeah, I never heard about it until you had gotten the box. I'm like,
Right.
oh, this looks intriguing.
Yeah.
And then you read me the synopsis, but all right, that seems like my type of movie.
Well, when I read Wrestler, I was like, okay, this should get a lot of people. But they really don't even show wrestling. They just do for a minute at the very beginning with all the credits that, just to show what he does. Like the whole beginning movie. And then they really don't do any wrestling later on.
No, most of his fight scenes is like wrestling.
Well, I know that, but I'm talking about actual wrestling.
Oh, wrestling,
what I'm
yeah.
saying,
like
though.
he's a professional wrestler
Right.
who then
Right.
becomes a babysitter for his girlfriend, which, I mean, you do what you do.
Yeah. Well, he's a babysitter for a 10-year-old girl.
For a 10-year-old girl.
But yeah, because you're like babysitter for his girlfriend. It kind of sounds
Well,
like
I mean, he babysitted for his girlfriend.
But later on, I guess he kind of had to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, but I don't know. It's
So-
a fun. It has a lot going on for it.
Wait, let me ask you this question, though. So, the girlfriend asks him to do her babysitting job because she needs to stay home and study for
her finals.
For her finals. So my question is to the guys out there, because he was like, "What? No, I don't want to do that," and kind of like fighting her on it. My question is, if your girlfriend or wife, whatever, asked you, "Hey, would you do this babysitting job for me?" Would you do it?
Depends on the kid.
Depends on the kid.
Depends on the kid.
Well, this was a 10-year-old little girl named Grace.
Yeah, which
She turned out to be really cool.
she did. I was expecting the kid to be like annoying,
Me too.
but then she ended up actually being a better character than the parents. So
Yeah. Yeah, she turned out very cool.
yeah.
But anyway, go ahead. Talk more about the movie.
So it's like a slasher horror comedy,
Mm-hmm.
but there's parts that's like a cult. There's parts that's almost, I don't want to say Evil Dead-ish, but the head kind of reminded me of like Return of the Living Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
Yeah.
I would say they're practical blood effects,
Yeah.
which
All
I
practical
think
effects.
all practical effects saved this movie.
Yes, I think so too.
Like, I think if it was CG, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much.
No. No, me neither.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree.
So, and then the, like, just the banter between everyone, I was laughing my ass off the entire movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually... So, remember I did not really care so much for Destroy All Neighbors.
Yeah.
And these two movies are very similar with the comedy and the silliness and the practical effects and the gore and the blood and all that kind of stuff. I think what it was with that movie, I didn't like the story. This one I liked this one a whole lot better, and I actually did chuckle and laugh.
Yeah.
With some lines that people were saying within this
Yeah.
movie.
It's like they took, like, the home invasion, but, like, made it their own.
Right.
With all the goofiness and silliness that they added to it.
There is a lot going on because you got the home invasion, but then then you find out it's a whole cult ritual thing going on, supernatural stuff going on, all kinds of crazy stuff going on.
I mean, you got zombies in there.
Yeah.
You got
they're kind of like demon zombies in a way,
almost.
Right?
You kind of had the one bootleg Ghostface, which
Yeah.
was weird because they had the knives.
Yeah.
They used the same knives, and then he had the same mask. It was just upside down.
It was upside down, which I thought was kind of creative. It made it kind of it made it scarier looking. And then, like I said, they kind of seem like demon zombies in a way because, like with the whole cult thing going on, it's kind of demon-ish, but they are zombies because I talk about that and they do eat flesh. So I'm going to call them demon zombies because their eyes light up.
Yeah.
So with the mask turned upside down, and then when his eyes light up, when that finally happens and he's doing all this contortion stuff, that was really cool. It made it even more spookier.
It was everyone except for the well, I guess at the ending he was, but the one guy that pretty much looked like he was from Hills Have Eyes, for the most part.
Oh,
the one that
got burnt.
Yeah,
that guy. Oh yeah,
that he was just having a rough night altogether.
Yeah,
he just wanted to go.
Yeah, throughout the entire movie, he had like
he had his face
burnt from the burner on a stove, so that imprint was on his face the entire movie.
Yeah. But then he got his fingers chopped off and he had to use that same burner.
Right. And that's when I chuckled when the little girl was trying to feed the fingers to the head. She's like, "Do you like fingers?" And I don't know. That just made me laugh. And she said that. She was like, "Do you like fingers?"
It was funnier, though, when the head spit it out, though.
Yes. That was, yeah.
Which, kudos to Dee Schneider on pulling out his inner Audrey moment.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I didn't even realize Dee Snider was going to be in this. It said it at the credits, in the beginning credits. I was like, oh, okay. And then I kind of forgot about that, and I didn't see him, and it did not click until you were like, oh, yeah, he's the voice of the head.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
like,
it makes so much perfect sense.
It's unmistakable. You know it's Dee.
Yeah, now I do. I guess I was just into it, and I just didn't even... I forgot that it said that he... Yeah.
But just the entire movie, he's just like, feed me!
Feed me. Yeah, just like Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. So now that we've talked about that, everybody's like, what? There's a head?
Yeah. There's a talking skeleton head.
So he babysits the kid. So go on from there. So...
And then
because there's more.
The cult ends up coming in. One of them literally called Pretty Boy, which when we were watching it, Liz was like, is that Sting? I'm like, it might as well be.
It kind of looks.
Like in the very beginning. I'm
like that.
Kind of, but then he changed the faceplate.
Yeah.
But then it was weird because he's an actual wrestler in real life. So,
that guy was?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
It made sense.
Because he was a big guy. And he didn't have the shirt on. He had the leather on. And then it was like everybody's masks were like...
they all had their own unique masks.
Yeah. But they were like a hard, like plaster-looking type mask. And they were white, but they had like their own unique like face to the mask, though. Which was kind of cool and creepy. I like that. That was creative. And everybody looked like they came from a rock band. Or it was like a really hard heavy metal rock band or something. Everybody had leather on and stuff.
The Pretty Boy had like the the boot tassels. Is that what they're called?
Oh, the spurs?
The spurs,
yeah. He had spurs.
I'm like, oh, he's a cowboy too.
Yeah,
okay.
He had the spurs. Yeah, so everybody kind of had their own look, but they were all like... But you can tell they were all like in one unit though.
Yeah.
Because like the guy with the burn on his face, he had his own little, his vest on with his patches and stuff, and the rocker type hair and tight jeans and all that. But they were all pretty much like in black and leather and stuff.
Yeah, it was, and they all...
Because Tom thought that they were sexual predators.
Sex perverts.
Sex perverts.
The entire movie just called them sex perverts.
Until they figured out, you know what, I don't think they're sex perverts. Because they look like they're into BDSM. Yes. Which it gets interesting with all of them coming in like that.
So, and then you have the girlfriend and her friends finally show up at the house. Mm-hmm. And then the one guy ends up getting brutally murdered. And then the girlfriend's like, no, we need to go help him. And then Tom's
his
just
makeup was cool, though, when he came back.
As the zombie?
As a zombie. His makeup was cool. His little thing was cool.
Yeah, it was a very cool makeup effects.
Yeah.
And then you get the wrestling in that sequence, too.
True. The action sequence was really cool.
Yeah. But the practical effects on that were cool, too, because he just kept elbow dropping him until his head exploded.
Yep, exploded.
And then the parents end up walking in at that moment. It's like, no, it's okay. He had died, and then he came back a zombie, so I had to kill him again.
Yep. Yeah, that was fun. And then the parent. Well, we don't want to talk about the parents. There's a twist in the movie.
Oh, no. It was funny, though, with the little girl, though, because they're like so worried about the little girl.
I want to know. Well, they wanted the little girl for
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like, who gives their child a knife? And the baby, and then Tom's just like, she had to protect herself.
Right, of course, because there's a bunch of demon zombies.
It was
around.
like really like Tom was the only one that was trying to help her,
The little girl?
the little girl.
Yeah.
Because even Phoebe was giving him crap about it.
Yeah.
It's like, why? You had to protect herself. I was like, no, she's fine. She's locked in the bathroom. Like, you locked her in the bathroom? She had toys.
Right. But she ended up doing good though, the little girl. Her and Tom were good together.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a very fun home invasion movie.
Yeah. Home invasion.
Home invasion
cult.
Rituals,
slasher comedy
with a little bit of zombies and talking heads. And
yeah.
There's a little bit of everything for everyone.
Yeah. And the little twist and stuff, which I kind of thought that in the way about the parents and everything. So parents, yeah, but whatever. So what do you rate it?
I'm giving it an 8. Like, I enjoyed the movie way more than I should have.
All right. I give it a 7, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to like it myself. So yeah, I had fun with this one.
So I'm going to have to see if there's a physical media for it.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be at some point, I hope.
In this world where physical media seems to be dying left and right.
Right. Boo. A lot of things are changing left and right, Brian.
Yes.
Things are different. But the gore and everything was great in this too. I liked the gore.
Mm-hmm.
The silliness was good. The little head was cute.
Yeah. And Sean Roberts was perfect.
Yeah, it's Tom.
Which, it was weird seeing him in this movie because, like, he put on a lot of muscle to be the wrestler. Because like the last,
I don't know him from anything.
so he was in Diary of the Dead,
Okay,
which was the found footage Romero
Right.
movie, but then he was also Wexler in the Resident Evil movies.
So I don't ever watch any of
Yeah.
those, so I didn't know that.
So, but
Okay.
like between those to this, like it's like day and night
Oh,
difference.
Okay. I didn't really recognize any of the actors, honestly, in this movie.
I recognized the mother because
Okay.
she was in some straight to video horror films like a long time ago, like one of the Wishmaster sequels, and
Okay.
but like the rest of them, other than the pretty boy, because I knew him from wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have known.
But I mean, they all did good, though. I mean, I didn't have any issues with any of the
Oh, no,
acting.
the
Did
cast
you?
was great.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues with the acting.
And like I said, the makeup is top notch, and it's a fun movie to watch. Especially, I think it would be even better in groups.
Yeah. I did write down, I'm writing my notes. Did you have notes, Brian?
I did not. I'm
Brian,
going all off the top of my head.
See,
No.
I'm good. I did my homework.
No, good. I watched it last night.
Well, I watched it last night too, but I always have to write notes down when things happen. I did think it was a little bit long. It's an hour and 40 minutes. It probably could have been
See,
cut down a little
It
bit.
didn't feel like that to me.
No?
No, it felt like an hour and a half.
Okay, but it was an hour and 40 minutes. The house, I wrote this down that I thought the house was cool. Like the first shot of the house that they're in, like that's a really interesting looking house.
Yeah, and then this one's just in
the outside of it.
This one's just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, cornfields and barns and everything.
Right, but the house was like really interesting looking. It was different. It had a little triangle peak at the top and the
little
porch,
circle
and
window.
There was all different colors. It was I don't know. It was a really interesting looking house. I was like, so I wrote that down. I was like, house is cool with a little smiley face. That's a cool house. The inside was basic and stuff, but the outside was really interesting looking. Wonder whose house that really is. And then like one of my little gross moments in the movie too was the dude that got his face burnt.
Oh yeah.
And it's the very beginning, and it's a simple little thing, but
The
I hate pus. See, you know what I
Yeah.
was about to say when he squeezed his cheek and the pus. I hate pus. I hate pus, and he just.
I think that's what made the next gag for it a lot better, because then he
Right.
gets his face on the burner, and as he's trying to pull himself off, the skin is just like ripping because the pus is like stuck to the
Yep. And then later on, they do a
great.
shot of the burner, and you still see the skin sizzling, and you hear it and all that.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting here thinking, these people are just walking back to the kitchen like nothing. I was like, that's got to stink.
Probably. Yeah, but did you notice that, like, in the barn sequence, he's peeling his face and eating it?
Yes. Yeah, he's eating. Yeah.
He's eating his burnt skin.
Yeah. I kind of chuckled. I was like, what the heck? So yeah. Interesting. That's why I'm just calling them demon zombies, because they were doing all kinds of interesting things.
So they weren't sex perverts.
No, I mean, they could have been. I don't know.
I don't know. Although, I mean, all they cared about were the two girls.
Right. But they needed the girl for the sacrifice
Yeah.
for the rituals is what they needed. But that backfired. But yeah.
Horribly.
Oops. There we go. There's Tom. A little squishy. Okay. All right. Well, that's on Screenbox. So
Yes.
everybody can go watch it on there. It was a fun one.
Definitely a fun one. I'll probably watch it again this weekend. Like, this definitely has, like, repeat value.
I may be able to watch it again. I wouldn't mind buying it for the collection. So yeah, I'm at that point with it.
Yeah.
Not sure what we'll watch next week though.
To be determined.
Yeah, to be determined, because there's little slim pickings right now until another big movie comes out.
Yeah.
Which will be Imaginary, I guess, right? I don't think there's anything before that.
Horror-wise, yeah, it's imaginary.
So we'll definitely do that movie, of course. So I'm not sure what we'll do, but to be determined. And then next week for Nightmare Cafe for the Wednesday night watch party, we will be doing The Evil Dead.
OG?
Yep.
All right.
OG Evil Dead. I figured people will like that. I know there's lots of Evil Dead fans out there, so that'd be a good one. This past week we did Killer Clowns. So next week, Evil Dead.
All right.
Cool. All right. And let's talk about this, Brian. How excited are we?
Very excited. Very excited.
Okay, so I love the Toonie Terrors. They're my fave. So NECA sent us the John Carver Toonie Terror. It just came out. This is all they sent us, though. I did order the 8-inch clothes, and I did order the Ultimate, but we haven't gotten anything about that yet.
Yeah, I guess they're shipping them out, like, at different times.
I mean, I've seen a few people get the Ultimate. I've seen a few people post it.
See, I haven't seen anyone.
I have.
Like,
I have on
I haven't
Instagram.
even seen these. Like,
I haven't seen anybody post
I saw Wednesdays in the wild, but no one was grabbing
I
them.
seen that too, Wednesdays in the yeah, but no, I have seen people post the Ultimate that they've gotten theirs, but I haven't seen anybody post the 8-inch clothes or the Toonie Terror. But yes, NECA has sent us the Toonie Terror, so here is the Toonie Terror. It is, I'm going to use the word, it's super cute. I love him. I took mine out of the box, so I don't know, can we see that? Whoop. Pretty cool, and you got the axe, and then you got to check out, and he stands fine, and then you got the little turkey head, and look, I don't know, can we zoom in on that? I don't know, can you see? You can see the little bone marrow in there and the blood. That is just too cute. And then the back of the box, you've got
That's
the
the
dinner
dinner
scene there. So that's just too cool. And these are, how much are we doing these
20.
for? 20? Okay. And they're only in store only for right now. So
Yes.
just for right now.
I think they missed an opportunity with the turkey head if they had a little head come out of it.
Oh.
See, they don't think about these things like I do. Because, like, you get the bone and everything, but it'd be a lot cooler if they had, like, the guy's head come out of the turkey
Yeah, that'd
head.
been cool. Okay. Well. All
But
right.
still a very cool piece.
Yeah. It's super cool.
Which I don't know why a lot of people don't like the Toonie Terrors. Like, I
I
think
know,
they're-
and that's why I was like,
I don't know
for
if
me,
it's 'cause of-
I do. I love them.
I love them. Like, I love the whole Scooby-Doo aspect of them, which...
Well, yeah, they're okay. For me, they're easy.
They
Do
are.
you see what I'm
You
saying?
can just hang them on the wall.
You can,
or-
yeah, you can either hang that on the wall, or if you take it out, I mean, it's just an easy little. It's just here it is. With the ultimates, you have all those accessories to mess with, and for me with fingernails, it's hard for me to keep changing out heads and hands and all that with all the ultimates and things.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like these. They're just really easy, and
I think
they don't take up a lot of room, and
I think they're easier to get signed too.
they're a little cheaper. Yeah, and they're cool when they're signed. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. That's a
because you
good
can
point.
still see through. Because like with the ultimates, you have to open up the flap, and then sometimes it may not come out as good as what you think.
So if you got this signed, who was actually playing John Carver though? I mean, we know it's Patrick Dempsey's the character, but who was actually
The actor is going to be part of Days of the Dead here coming up, like the actual actor, not Patrick Dempsey, but
right?
the stunt actor. I don't remember his name, but they have him on like the Days of the Deads and
For
like, the Monster
Vegas?
Manias. Not for Vegas.
Oh,
but-
I was gonna say, I'll get.
no,
get
I think
one,
no, it was like
help
the East
sign.
Coast shows.
Oh, okay.
So it might have been like Atlanta or something like that. But like I noticed there a lot of the Thanksgiving cast is starting to go out and
And do
do
stuff.
signings and stuff.
That'd be cool. Now, how cool would it be to get Patrick Dempsey though?
I mean, I'd be happy with Eli Roth to sign it.
Well, of course,
So
but yeah, all of them.
yeah.
The Thanksgiving poster. That's what you need to work on next, Brian.
The Thanksgiving poster.
Yep. That's the next project because you have.
I
in
do.
your
I do have that
collection, you
Thanksgiving
have-
poster.
I-
so.
right, but you have a lot of good movie posters that are signed by a lot of the cast, though. Like that's like your thing.
Yeah, because it's easier because like with the figures, I take them out of the package, except for the Toonie Terrors. I just hang those on the wall. But like the Ultimates, I like taking them out of the package.
Right.
So and then I just kind of like book or spine them, book on them, however you want to say it, and then I put the figure in front of it. And I feel like with posters, I'm able to get more people on it.
Right. Of course.
The figures, you only have so much room.
So much room. Good point. Good point. But I think one of your the posters
I have
we've
a
talked
lot of
about.
posters.
Yeah, you do. That's what
I
I'm
have
getting
a
at.
lot
You
of
have a lot of
posters.
the posters that are heavily signed by a lot of
Yeah.
people, which is totally cool. My Bloody Valentine, I
The-
think, is like one of the coolest that
that
you
one
have.
and my Jason one.
Yeah,
That's signed
yes,
by all
the
the
Jason one too.
Jasons and-
Very cool. Yeah, the only poster I have signed by pretty much everybody is my Night of the Creeps poster, because I'm always getting 8x10s from everybody.
I don't know. I've
That's
kind
my
of
thing, 8x10s.
I've kind of gotten to the point to where if I have something already at home, I'd rather just get that signed.
Right, you
Rare-
do that a lot.
Just
Yeah.
'cause it saves space. For the
Right,
most part.
I know, right. Well, I have
but-
an album. I do an album. Other people tell me not to do that, but I do it anyway. But I have albums.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
then there's like people to where I may already have on something else, but then I'm like, I kind of want them on something else. So like with Matthew Lillard, I got the Ghoulies 3 poster that
Right.
I got him to sign, and I'm gonna have Kane sign it too here at
Oh,
Days
yeah.
of the
Yeah,
Dead.
yeah.
Just because it's
cool.
something different. Like
Different.
they don't get that stuff.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm always trying to find that item to where it's either something they normally don't sign, or something like, oh, I've never seen one of these before.
Right. And they like that too.
Yeah. Yeah, like Lillard was super impressed with the Ghoulies 3 poster.
Good. He should be. I love Ghoulies 3. It's a fun movie.
It is a fun movie.
He's done a lot of other movies besides
Scream and
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. And like, it's weird because even at his table, there's now a whole lot of 13 Ghosts.
And I love that movie. He's good in that.
Yeah, it's mainly the Scream and Scooby-Doo. Like, that's his bread and butter, which there's nothing wrong with.
No, of course not. Oh no.
But I
no,
mean,
but
like,
there's just so many other.
There's
things that
so
he
many
has
movies that he's in that I love that, like, if I were to see him again, I would probably get him to sign, like, Trouble with the Curve because I love baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, like, the baseball scout. So
done. Yeah, I forgot about
it'd
that
be,
one.
it'd be like
That'd be a good
something
one.
that's different.
Yeah. That strikes up a different conversation
Yeah.
for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, like with Dermot Mulroney, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we're like, you got Angels in the Outfield? He's like, I never think about bringing that. So I'm like, see?
There's always that one.
There's always
person.
that one thing. It's like with Danielle Harris. I've been begging her for really since the first time we had her here. I'm like, Boy Meets World, get on it. People
Yeah.
love the show still.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, she doesn't ever have any 8x10s or anything for that.
No, it's always Halloween or Halloween.
It's basically
Or
whatever
her
Halloween
pinup,
movies.
or her pinup photos.
Yeah, her pinup
with her
photos.
and Scout.
Yeah, her and Scout stuff is really hot. Speaking of signings, so what do we got going on in March? We got a lot of stuff going on in
We got
March
a
now.
lot going on in March.
Yep.
March 14th from 4 to 7, Leah Boyce will be here. The Clown Cafe singer from Terrifier 2.
Yep.
We're happy to have her here. She's excited to be here. Supposedly there's going to be a lot of people here.
Yeah.
A
There's
lot,
like
a lot of
whole
Art the Clown,
Art the Clown
fan
fan club or something coming or
appreciation.
something. Yeah,
something.
Yep.
So
cool. Come on, y'all.
Come on in. We'll,
And then that weekend's Days of the Dead.
that weekend is Days of the Dead,
Yep.
which they just announced Felissa and Dave for the show, which we kind of already knew. But
They announced somebody else recently. I got excited about. Who was it?
Ashley Lawrence.
Yes, Ashley Lawrence.
I'm excited, which is weird because last time I talked to her, she's like, "Yeah, I'm not doing those shows." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks." Here she is doing
Yeah.
the shows.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to meet her because I've interviewed her for a podcast a long time ago, and I like to actually meet her this time. So I'm excited for that. And then we've got the 23rd.
The 23rd, Ginger Lynn will be back 5 to 7.
Mm-hmm. Just
So,
a couple hours on the 23rd. It's on a Saturday. Yeah, she's promoting her new movie, The Gifted, which the premiere to that is that afternoon from 2 to 4. I do have a link to that. I'll start posting that on my Instagram and Twitter and stuff. The link to that to get the tickets
Where's
to
it
the
at?
premiere. Let me hold on. Ah! My phone's going crazy. Let me pull it up. So Strange Films is the company. Let's see. They don't even have it on here.
They don't have the location.
Yeah, yeah, they don't. They don't have it on here. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I will have to figure that out and get back with everybody because it's not on here. I just now noticed that. Okay. It's here in Las Vegas somewhere. But yeah, she'll be here from 5 to 7. And I think that's it for March for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then anything else we got coming up, we will keep everybody informed. So, anything else you'd like to add?
Happy belated birthday, Scout.
Yes.
As we're filming it, it's her birthday.
Yes.
And it's also Jennifer Love Hewitt's birthday.
Oh, hey, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
We
happy
all love her.
birthday.
More ways than one.
Oh, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
No, I will say that is an autograph I am happy to have in my collection.
I would love to have her autograph.
I was able to get in on a private signing, so and it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it was like $100 for an 11x17.
Hell yeah. That's a good autograph.
Yeah, like honestly, because I know a lot of these actors like they'll do the private signings because they won't like make a lot of the conventions. So I don't mind doing them if it's someone like I know
Right.
I'm going to want.
Right, of course.
Like Melissa Barrera's doing one through the same people. I'm like, well, I'm probably never going to meet her. So if I could get something Scream 6 signed, then let's do it.
There you go. Well, all right. Well, until next time. Again, we don't know what we're gonna, what movie we're
Don't know
gonna
what
do
we're
next week. to be determined on that one. But yeah, we will see y'all next week, and y'all have a spooky weekend. Bye.
Bye, guys.